Guys, it's Kasim. Welcome back again to my channel. I hope you're having a good week. I hope everything's all right in your life. Family's all good. Okay, cool. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Betty White. I'm sure you've obviously seen it. It's been in the papers. It's been all over social media. She passed away. And I was reflecting on her, and I wrote down some things that I wanted to share with you, and I hope can add some value to the quality of your life. There may be something for you to think about. But before we get into that, guys, if you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers by June, please can you like and subscribe to my channel? You'd be an absolute legend. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. I wrote down 3 things here about her. So the first thing that I wrote down here is, even if there's a chance of failure, take the risk. So as I was thinking about Betty, I was thinking about the fact that this woman, you know, there's a lot of us who have passions. There is things that we would like to do with our life, whether that be going to Hawaii, whether that be flying in a private jet, whether that be becoming a millionaire, whatever it may be. We all have different goals and passions and dreams that we would like to realize in our life. But most of us don't ever get to do those. We don't ever get to realize those. And as I was thinking about this, I was thinking about why is that? Why don't many of us ever get to realize our dreams? And one of the reasons that I came up and I was thinking about is that a lot of us, we get into this place where we look at the risk of the chances of actually achieving it, and we say things like this: well, Kasim, I could die any minute. I could work really hard and then somebody could rob me. I could save money and then somebody could break into my house. I could get married and then the person could betray me and they could cheat on me. I could have children and the children should die. And so what ends up happening is that most of us talk ourselves out of greatness. We talk ourselves out of abundance, out of joy, out of fulfillment. And I guess what I would share with you and I would ask you to get away from and walk away from is that philosophy. Is to refine your philosophy and actually say, look, of course malevolence exists. Of course bad things are going to happen in life, right? Like, they happen to everybody. Like, there is no guarantees in life, right? Even success, like I say to people that success does not protect you from life, right? A lot of people think, well, Kasim, if I have a lot of money and I have a lot of success and I have a lot of power, then I might not lose my child might not get sick, that I may not lose my job, that the economy might not affect me, that my partner might not cheat on me, that I may not have problems with my in-laws. No, you're still going to have all those problems. We're human, right? Success does not protect you from life. And what I guess I would encourage you to do in your own life is go for it. Take the risk. You know, like Betty, we're living in a world today where it's pretty evident that most of us are going to live realistically above 80 years of age. Now, I know some of you are going to listen to me. You're going to say, Cash, yeah, but my family died this and cancer, blah, 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 blah. The majority of us are going to live to be 80 and plus, way over. So we have a long time to live. And what I'm trying to say to you is, if you look back at history, a lot of people only live to like 50, 60 years of age, right? So they worked, they did the best that they can, and then they left this planet, right? We are living in an age today where we're gonna have a lot of time to dwell on regrets, right? I mean, if you retire, let's say at 65, and you die at, let's say, 85, that's a long time to have regrets, right? But before, you may have worked until you were 50 and then passed away at 55. This is 5 years of, you know, having regrets. So, but what I'm trying to say to you is the space that you're going to have regrets if you don't go for it is going to be considerably bigger and it's going to be more painful. So I say to you, go for it. Go out there, love. Go out there, put yourself out there and find friendships, find connection, follow your dreams, follow your passion, build something for yourself. You've got nothing to lose. Right? If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. If it works out, wonderful. That's the attitude that I have. The second thing that I wrote down here is think long term, strategize. You have time, which is obviously linked to the first thing that I said. But what I'm trying to suggest to you is that a lot of us, we don't strategize. We don't realize, hold on a minute, if I'm going to be working until I'm 70, that's a long time, right, to be working. So in that time, could I become a millionaire? How much money would I have to save to become a millionaire? in that time, could I, do I have enough time to strategize my life in such a way that I'm able to follow my passion, build a passion around what I'm really passionate about or what I absolutely love? Could I do something like that? And I think about the reason why I'm saying this to you is because I think about myself as Kasim, right? I was thinking about this recently, which is why you've seen a lot more of my videos being uploaded, because I was thinking, hold on a minute, you know, the reality of life is I'm going to be living for a very long time on this planet, and I want to help people. I want to share with people what I believe, what I stand for, things that can hopefully give them a level of insight, get them to think about their own life. And I thought, if I start now, I may not be successful in the next 5 years, but I'm going to be here for the next, what am I, 30 now. I'm going to be here for the next, realistically, 50 years. Okay? And I was thinking, I have 50 years to try and make this, to try and become successful, to try and make an impact on the world. That's a very, very, very long time, right, to try and make this. So I have time to improve and to get better and to refine my videos and to refine my ideas. So I don't have to be famous now. I don't have to be popular now. I don't have to have millions of followers now. But that can grow because I have time to do that, right? And so what I was thinking about is just something like that. Think about how much time you actually have and strategize for it. Right? I was thinking, let's say every day I upload a video onto YouTube, that means within the next year I'm going to have 365 videos. Right? In 2 years, that means I'm going to have over 700 videos. In 3 years, you do the maths. That's over 1,000 videos. That's a lot of videos to be doing, right? And what I'm trying to suggest to you is, the fact that I can think about it in that way helps me actually start. It helps me actually follow my passion and try to live the kind of life that I want. There are some of you guys who are listening to me and you love to own a house. You'd love to own your own house. But your issue is, you're like, yeah, but Kasim, it's going to take me so long to own a house. I don't earn very much. I know you don't. But let's just say you saved £200 every month out of your wages. Now, I know £200 is not a lot of money, right? To most of us, £200 is not a lot of money. But if you save £200 every single month, okay, for the next 15 years, you're going to have £36,000. Now, I know you're saying, yeah, but Kasim, that's 15 years, I'm going to have to do that. £200 is not a lot of money. 15 years is not that far. And in 15 years, you will have £36,000 to invest, to then get your deposit to buy your house, right? My point to you is, strategize. I know that it's 15 years away, but why can't you do it in 15 years? Isn't it better to do it in 15 years than not at all? I don't know. Maybe you disagree with me, but that's just what I was thinking about and the way that I've had to think about stuff. I think it's just I think it's better to have loved than never to have loved at all. In my opinion, I don't know. I think it's better to get married, love somebody, get into a committed relationship, and yeah, if you have to divorce, you have to divorce. But at least you got to be able, that's something which was important to you, and you managed to go for it. That's what I think, but you may disagree with me, so I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Comment below. The last thing is that I wrote down is how are you using your life to make the world a better place? The question that I wrote down here is, what are you fighting for? You know, as I was thinking about Betty White, she made a lot of impact on people through the platform that she'd had. All of us have a platform. All of us have a platform to help either dogs, animals, women who've gone through domestic abuse, men who have been subject to parental alienation, people who are struggling with alcohol. Each one of us has a platform where we can help other people. And many of us think that in order for us to impact other people, we have to be successful. But we don't. Because actually, for most of us, and I found this to be true, most of us, the value that we can add to other people comes from our experience not our skills. See, that was a really important differentiation for me to understand, because I always thought that my value was going to come from being a solicitor, from skilling up, in other words. But I have come to discover that actually, for a lot of people, their value comes from their experience, it comes from their failure, it comes from their insight, it comes from their lessons. There's a lot of people who are struggling with breastfeeding, and actually, the fact that you struggled with breastfeeding and now you've mastered it, you can add a lot of value to their life. There are a lot of women who struggled with postpartum depression, postnatal depression, and they're struggling with it. And there's a lot of women who've gone through it and have come out amazing on the other side, who can really add a lot of value to other women who are going through that. And actually, your value isn't coming from you being a CEO. That's not where you are going to add the most impact. It's actually going to come from an area of your experience. And so my question to you is, and I only say this because I have discovered that most of the fulfillment in life comes from adding value to other people, from fighting for something that we really believe in, right? So the question that I pose to you is, how are you using your life? How are you using the platform? How are you using what you've been given by God, the universe, by nature, whatever you believe in, to help improve people within your community? Forget about trying to help the world. Let's just talk about people within your community, your neighbor, your cousins, your auntie. Now, you may not like them, which I get, but there will be people within your community who you can really add value to. My question is, are you doing it? Or are you waiting until you're hyper successful to do it, when actually the hyper success that you're going to get is not what's going to add the most value to them? I don't know. It's something for you to think about. That's what I was thinking about as I was thinking about Betty White. What do you think? What were you reflecting on as you were thinking about her? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. So comment below, send me a message, and let's have a dialogue. Okay, cool. That's it. I hope you found this useful. Please, can you like and subscribe to my channel if you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers? I'd really appreciate it. But apart from that, I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.